Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Stressedoween, where I stress out and you laugh at my misery. I'm trying to hold sushi away from the microphone. Don't be frightened by my weird movements. Are you an animal? The second figurine that came out of the calendar and that I forgot to film was Lydia Deetz from Beetlejuice, the movie. Let's start this, shall we? I love you, I love you. Oh my god, stop farting, please. The materials. Is Spookybounding a thing? Because if it isn't, I am starting it now. For Lydia, I will make a circus skirt with the things from the cartoon. I really liked the cartoon, actually more than I enjoyed the movie, because in the cartoon, Beetlejuice is not an
unpleasant being.
I have this weird purple fabric. It's purple, it's not blue. It's not blue, I swear. And my camera is turning. And I have red. I will make a red skirt with a purple thing. Yeah, let's do this. The skirt. Let's make a circus skirt. First I need the radius of my waist, which is 12 and a half. This is half of my waist. So I need to cut panels that are as wide as they can be without losing in the length. And I don't know if it's going to be a half circle or less than a half circle. Never done this before. 27 inches. You know another thing that I lost? My chalk. Freak! Where's my chalk? I have... Mercy! Stop eating plastic! My children drive me insane. Here, and here to here, and another... Oh! I will need exactly 3 panels like this. Cool! It's amazing! So I have a newfound love for circle skirts now. These are the panels. I need now something for my waistband. I tested 3 types of fabric paint. My to-go cheap paint, the same one mixed with water, and some very expensive screen printing paint. I went for the cheap one because I like the result better. Ha! Beetlejuice is still by me in my flaky memory. As you know, spoiler alert, and I might not get all facts right and or in order, so bear with me. There is this couple living in this house by themselves and they are either on vacation or working from home, I don't really recall. But this annoying realtor comes every other day trying to convince them to sell the house because it's too big and it's supposed to be for a family and she has a great offer and I would have kicked this lady in the face by now, but they are very polite and they go with it. Dude, mind your own freaking business. Jesus! So they're called the Mainlands, and they die in a weird car crash and they're somehow stuck in the house as ghosts for no apparent reason. Adam tries to go outside and lands on this weird desert with the most amazing sandworms I've ever seen in my life, and they get this manual on how to be dead. But I choose not to read it and be totally confused instead. I totally get it, I would do the very same thing. So the realtor finally manages to sell the house to this couple with a teenage daughter, Lydia, who is the first emo kid ever to be recorded in history. They try to hunt the people away, but no one sees them, and Lydia ends up taking a picture of them wearing sheets, and she sees there are no fit in the pictures, so they finally meet. The stepmom is like, why did you bring me here? There's nothing here. I'm a big city gal. And she brings her decorator with her and they start trashing the place. I understand the lady is very avant-garde for my standards and she wears gloves as a headpiece and a pullover as pants, but her style is very dubious. The maintenances don't like that and they try to spook the people out of the house after getting some advice from their caseworker in a very weird office place where they waited for some months to be taken care of and received the very specific advice not to call Beetlejuice. When they come back to the house, it looks totally different and there is this dinner party that results in the most amazing scene in all film history when they all get possessed and start dancing to the Banana Boat song. That does not go as planned and backlashes because they are totally impressed about the whole shenanigans. They wish to turn their haunted house now into a theme park. They go where the ghosts are hiding, see the city model Adam was building before he died, and the decorator dude steals the How to Be Dead manual. At this point, they are fed up and they call Beetlejuice and totally regret it after the dude turns himself into a snake and goes aggro on the parents, so they fear for Lydia's life. The caseworker comes and distracts Beetlejuice with a house of pleasures inside this model city, and the decorator summons them with a spell from the manual using their wedding clothes, and they start rotting in front of everyone. It's very sad. Then Lydia calls Beetlejuice to help and agrees to marry him if he can save the Mayhems. There's where the red dress comes from, so they are just there getting married and Beetlejuice is disgusting as usual. Chaos ensues and somehow the couple manages to push Beetlejuice out in the desert and he's eaten by a sandworm. Now everyone is happy and friendly and Lydia passes her math test and dances in the air. The end.
Ooh, it's a spider web. And while this dry, I need to take care of a situation in the garden. Sushi, could you wake up now? I need your help to take care of all of those nuts in the garden. Sushi, sushi, shushu, sushi mouse, sushi hund, sushi fnöde, sushi, shushu. Such a deep sleeper. Shushu, sushi, sushi, sushi. Oh, hey, good morning. Oh, look at her face. Good morning. Let's go outside. Let's play with the castagne. Come on, let's go. Come. So sleepy you are. Hey. Yes. Hello, good morning. You ate a lot. That's why you're so sleepy, eh? Me. Aww. Good morning, Fluffy. Good morning, Fluffy. Good morning, Fluffy. Let's go outside. This is what I mean by we have a nut problem. That tree over there, it's releasing its beautiful blessings onto our garden and in the street outside, and we need to get rid of them. That's why sometimes you hear banging noises, because the nuts fall onto this thing and it's very loud. So let's get rid of those. Whatever. This is just the beginning. All of that will come down. This tree will be naked in 1.5 months. So yay for having a big tree in your yard.
I had to paint one skirt panel at each time and wait hours, if not days, for them to dry up because it's so cold and moist at the moment. Oh, the joys of fall. It's my favorite season of all though. I also took the chance to organize some old patterns I had hanging on the ceiling. And for that it was time to get rid of old papers from my master's degree in peace and security studies like Einführung in die Sicherheitspolitik, Nuklearabrüstung und russische Energiepolitik. I put them in the recycling bin as one should, but I changed my mind 5 minutes later because there are a lot of old doodles and one side printed paper that I can use for pattern making. The mind of a hoarder works mysterious ways.
The skirt is painted and it's dry. I need to now figure out how I want my waistband to be shaped like. What can I do to make it special? Ha! I'll make it pointy. Yes. Notch the middle of the front, and I will notch the middle of the front panel as well, and then just hope for the best. If I can find my pins. My pins are gone again. Weirdly enough, they were where they were supposed to be. That doesn't happen very often around this house. Sushi every day. Go. There's this one dog in the neighborhood that always comes around this time in the morning with this old man. Both are very, as we say in German, giftig. The literal translation of this word is poisonous, which just means that they're very angry, angry little fellas. And Sushi dislikes this dog very much. And this dog dislikes Sushi very much. They never actually met. I think if they sniffed each other, everything would be fine. Because they are dogs. They don't have hate in their little minds just because. But the old man is very aggressive towards Sushi as well. So I think they pick up on that energy. When we are walking Sushi and they see each other, the tiny dog starts barking his ass off at Sushi. Sushi just stays there like, dude, seriously, I could eat you in one bite if I wanted to. And she doesn't do anything. And the guy's freaking out. He's yelling at us that we should keep our dog under control. Although Sushi is just sitting there minding her own business. And his dog is, I'm I'm an evil danger. And so she's, ugh, peasant. So they were never actually allowed to meet, which is sad. Because I think if they did, this wouldn't happen each and every single day. And the neighbors wouldn't be mad that Sushi barks at 8 a.m. when the guy and his tiny dog go around their business in front of her house. Aw, the pointy here is very sad and flaccid. Blah 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 blah. I will install a bowling. A piece of Ridgeline. Just normal stuff, you know, like my nose, as I usually do. Cause I want it to be perky. On the lining side, I have to confess I used to have prejudice against Ridgeline, but now it's one of my favorite things. Look at this. It works wonders for little stuff like this. And it's so easy to use. When I bought the Rolls Royce, I got this bias tape for that piece. Ah, this is where my supplier got it from. And I just bought things from these people a few days ago. Pay $70 for this? Wait. Nähmaschine und Zubehör. Now I'm curious how much it is. Well, this is not even the one for my machine specifically. It's here, Oma. Okay, he paid $25 for this. And I paid 70 euros. That's a markup. What the hell? Well, I understand people have to make a living, especially the small suppliers, but wow. And I never used this before, so let's watch me suffer. It's very moist outside. I have my bias tape. I have a piece of the same fabric as the skirt. I paid €4.70 for this bias tape in 2018. How to insert what where? It's one of those things that should magically happen. I don't know, they won't. Because we're talking about me. My things never go as planned. And how is this even supposed to go in the fabric? Where is the fabric supposed to go? I think here. I'm very scared. I'm very scared. Does it fit automatically? It caught only one of the sides. So let's move it a little bit further in. Not so much. Eee, it works better. The result is far from perfect. You see how it twisted the bias tape? I think I'll sew it manually. I can't have this happening to my beautiful skirt. It's a very expensive tool for a very mediocre result. $70? No. $70! So let's sew some bias tape by hand. I'm a sad panda now. Well, I'm not delusional that the results of this bias tape application might be perfect by any means. I can still mess it up. Folding and overstitching the bias tape. From the outside it looks fine, from the inside it looks meh, but I don't care. I don't know how this will look when I have the skirt on. It's too late now. Oh well. It worked out! Look at this! Okay, bias tape is my new favorite hemming method for circle skirts. I might just give up today. As I was saying, bias tape is my new hemming champion for circle skirts. The only reason I don't like circle skirts is that you either need a lot of fabric to hem it as a facing hemming situation, or a rolled hem. The hemming looks cheap, but the bias tape gives it a very nice finish. I am impressed. It's a pain to install, but I am impressed. So you might see more circle skirts from me in the future. Oh, the possibilities. So now, to go with the rest of the theme of the skirt, I will paint here black and also these edges. The top. This looks blue in the camera, but it's really like aubergine purple. What's the name? Eggplant purple. And the insides of Lydia's dress thing in the cartoon is purple.
I would like to officially inform that my memory is not only bad, but I am also an idiot.
So I was cleaning my room and I found this book. Patterns of Fashion 2. What the hell? I'm not even joking. I have 2 of them. And I bought a new one. I have 2. What was I thinking? Those are really expensive. Oh my god. Well, it might be a time for a giveaway, I guess.
I want a top that is crisscrossed on the front and tied in the back. I will teach you how to draft this pattern later, but now we just don't have the time. After very complicated math calculations and using all available tailoring rulers I had, this is what I ended up with. Can you see? Can you see where this is going? Can you see it? Can you imagine this already? Like, can you? Cause I can't. Of course, just having a normal purple top is not enough, so I carved some stamps. I have Beetlejuice's face, a spider web, and a beetle. I tried to stamp the outside part of the top, which I've never done before, but I was too lazy to stamp the whole piece of fabric I had. It turned out just fine.
Da war ich früher im Club.
Wow, God.
Du musst dir vorstellen, es ist der Club voll mit 500 Leuten, lass dich tanzen. Wir haben Leute im Club.
Fishing.
Ew.
Ja, draußen.
Draußen.
Zwischen den Toiletten haben wir so einen Vorhang.
Ew.
Da bist du rausgegangen, musst noch auf Toilette sein. Wir gehen wieder rein.
Oh my god.
And also to keep the cartoony vibes, I added some contouring to the top as well. Zu kritisieren. Ich glaube, ich habe das nicht ausgemacht.
Yes, alles nur halb machst.
Is that a dog in my pants, or I'm just happy to see you? Sushi, this is a fart-free channel! How often do I have to do this? Come! Sofort! Hier! Sit! Geh bort! Entschuldige dich! Was du gepflanzt hast! Du Elmoy! Ja! Ja! Ja!
This is the best lightning techniques ever.
We lost 2 lengths already because this thing keeps falling down. We're professionals, bitch! Professional YouTubers! All professionalisms.
We have professional equipment.
Don't make fun of the Fart Sucker 2000. No, 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 no.
Ow!
See? In a land very far away.
This is a good light. This is a good slide.
Oh, give Stormy a hug. Oh, thank you.
This is the first time she ever encountered a light.
Stop farting.